Are you aware that many exercises you thought were helping could actually be destroying your knees right now? It's shocking but true. Those healthy workouts might be silently causing inflammation, constant pain, and permanent damage. If you're over 60 and still doing certain high-impact exercises, you could be fast-tracking yourself toward knee replacement surgery. Yes, it's really that serious. Let's be honest. Your knees today aren't what they were decades ago, are they? The protective cushioning has thinned, joints have stiffened, and healing takes twice as long. But here's what your fitness instructor probably never told you. Some popular exercises that seniors commonly do are actually speeding up knee deterioration at an alarming rate. Want to protect your mobility and stay independent for years to come? Then you need to immediately stop these 6 exercises before they permanently damage your knees. Ready to save those precious joints? Let's dive in. Number 1, deep squats, the express route to knee surgery. Picture this. You're doing deep squats, thinking you're building powerful legs. But for anyone over 60, this movement is actually one of the most destructive things you can do to aging knees. When you sink into a deep squat, your knees bend far beyond their safe zone, forcing your already worn cartilage to stretch under enormous pressure. Think about it. In your 30s and 40s, your knee cushioning was thick and bouncy. Now, it's like comparing a new mattress to one that's been slept on for 20 years. I never connected my knee pain to my squats, shared Martha, a 67-year-old who needed a partial knee replacement after years of deep squatting in her exercise classes. The pain started so gradually, I just thought it was normal aging. Every deep squat literally grinds away what little protection remains, bringing your knee joints closer to that painful bone-on-bone contact. Feel that twinge after squatting? That's not good pain. It's a warning bell. The danger is how subtly it begins, perhaps a mild ache after exercising or stiffness when rising from a chair. But over time, this damage accumulates. The cartilage, already worn from decades of living, begins to crack and erode. The surrounding tissues become inflamed, turning every step into a painful reminder of what's been lost. Then comes that moment you'll never forget, a sudden pop, a shooting pain, and suddenly walking becomes nearly impossible. What started as a healthy exercise has created a medical crisis that might require surgical intervention. Here's the tough truth. Knee injuries at 60 plus don't heal like they did at 30. Your body's ability to repair cartilage diminishes significantly with age. Once that cushioning disappears, it's gone forever. Instead, you're left facing chronic inflammation, persistent stiffness, and a much higher risk of arthritis. Many seniors push through pain, thinking it's just part of getting older. Let me be crystal clear. Pain is never normal. It's your body screaming that something is wrong. Ignore these signals, and you might soon face limited mobility, endless doctor appointments, and a recovery process that may never fully restore your independence. What's a safer alternative? Try chair squats, where you only lower halfway, stopping well before your knees reach a 90-degree angle. This builds similar strength while protecting those precious joints. Has anyone ever shown you the proper way to do these safer squats? If deep squats worried you, wait until you hear about the next exercise that's been silently ruining seniors' knees for years. Keep watching. This might explain that mysterious knee pain you've been having. Number 2, running on hard surfaces, the joint destroyer. I ran 3 miles every morning for 40 years, says Robert, age 71. Now I can barely walk to my mailbox without pain. No doctor ever warned me about running on concrete. Running has long been praised as excellent exercise, but for seniors, it can be devastating to your knees, especially when you're running on pavement, concrete, or other unforgiving surfaces. Did you know that every footfall sends a shock wave up your legs, hammering your knees with force up to 6 times your body weight? That's right. If you weigh 160 pounds, your knees absorb nearly 1,000 pounds of force with each step. Imagine dropping a small piano on your knee thousands of times during a single run. When you were younger, your joints absorbed this punishment beautifully. Your cartilage was thick, springy, and resilient. But now, That natural shock absorber has thinned considerably, leaving your knee bones dangerously close to grinding against each other with every stride. Notice how your knees feel a bit stiff the morning after a run. Feel that dull ache when climbing stairs. These aren't minor inconveniences. They're your body's desperate warning signals that your knees are under massive stress. Many seniors dismiss these warnings, believing discomfort is just part of staying active. But here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not just normal soreness. It's actual structural damage occurring with every run. Each time you pound pavement, you're stripping away those final precious layers of cartilage protecting your bones. Once that protective cushioning disappears, it's gone forever. What follows is the painful reality of chronic inflammation, constant swelling, and the excruciating sensation of bone grinding against bone with every step. How would that affect your independence? Your ability to play with grandchildren? Your quality of life? The truly heartbreaking part? Many runners don't realize the harm until catastrophic failure occurs. A sudden sharp pain, a loud pop, an inability to bear weight. This is how meniscus tears, those crucial C-shaped cushions in your knee, and serious ligament damage begin. Recovery isn't just rest and ice anymore. It often means months of physical therapy, painful injections, and frequently surgery. Even after treatment, your knee will likely never feel the same. The mobility you once took for granted becomes a daily struggle, transforming simple activities like getting up from a chair into painful challenges. What's a better option? Try switching to low-impact cardio that still keeps your heart healthy: swimming, water walking, or a cushioned elliptical machine. Your knees will thank you while you still get all the cardiovascular benefits of exercise. Have you considered testing one of these gentler alternatives this week? But running isn't the only danger lurking in your workout routine. The next exercise might seem harmless, but it's actually creating tiny fractures in your knee cartilage every time you do it. Ready to discover what it is? Number 3, high-impact jumping exercises, the silent knee wrecker. Those jumping jacks, jump squats, or box jumps might seem great for keeping you agile, but for seniors, they're a recipe for knee disaster. The very action of launching yourself off the ground and landing creates tremendous force through your knee joints, force they simply aren't designed to handle anymore. When you were 30, your knees had natural shock absorbers that could handle the impact. Your tendons and ligaments were flexible, your cartilage thick and spongy. Fast forward a few decades, and those shock absorbers have worn thin. It's like driving a car with damaged suspension. Every bump in the road is felt 10 times more severely. I thought staying active meant doing everything the younger folk were doing, explains Ellen, 68, who damaged both knees doing a high-impact fitness class. Nobody told me that jumping exercises would affect me differently at my age. Each time you land from even a small jump, your entire body weight crashes down on your knee joints, magnifying the impact dramatically. Even if you feel fine during exercise, damage is accumulating beneath the surface. At first, you might notice only slight discomfort, perhaps a twinge of pain when kneeling, or stiffness after sitting. These subtle signals are easily ignored, but they indicate small tears forming in your cartilage, injuries that, at our age, don't repair themselves like they once did. Instead, these micro-injuries compound over time, gradually wearing away the protective layer that keeps your bones from grinding together. The result? Chronic inflammation, persistent stiffness, and pain that simply won't go away. The real danger comes when one slightly awkward landing causes something to shift inside your knee. That sudden, searing pain signals a serious injury, perhaps a torn meniscus, damaged ligament, or worse. Recovery from such injuries is lengthy and often incomplete. Many seniors who suffer these injuries face their worst fear: significant loss of independence. Want the benefits of jumping without the damage? Try gentle marching in place, lifting your knees high, but keeping one foot always in contact with the ground. You'll get similar cardiovascular benefits and muscle engagement without the destructive impact. Could you incorporate this safer alternative into your routine tomorrow? But high-impact exercises aren't the only danger. There's another popular gym machine that seems perfectly safe, yet might be silently destroying your knees with every use. This next one surprises almost everyone. Number 4. Leg press with heavy weights, the cartilage crusher. That leg press machine at the gym looks safe enough, doesn't it? You're comfortably seated, back supported, and just pushing weight with your legs. What could go wrong? Unfortunately, for seniors, it's one of the most deceptively dangerous exercises for knee health. While it seems controlled and safe, the leg press places enormous pressure directly on your knee joints, especially when loaded with heavy weights. I felt so strong on the leg press, recalls Thomas, 73. I kept increasing the weight until one day something gave way in my right knee. 3 surgeries later, I still can't kneel down to play with my grandkids. When you load that machine with weight and press, your knees absorb forces they weren't designed to handle at this stage of life. Each repetition compresses the already thinning cartilage between your bones, squeezing out the vital fluids that keep your joints lubricated. This might initially feel like normal muscle fatigue, perhaps some stiffness or a dull ache afterward. But beneath the surface, something more concerning is happening. The pressure is literally crushing your remaining cartilage, accelerating wear and tear that can lead to arthritis. The real danger often appears without warning. A sudden sharp pain during your workout, a sensation of something tearing or shifting inside your knee. By then, serious damage has occurred, perhaps a meniscus tear or ligament injury that will forever change how your knee functions. Recovery from these injuries moves at a frustratingly slow pace after 60. Even with proper treatment, your knee likely won't return to full strength or stability. Activities you once took for granted, climbing stairs, garden kneeling, or playing with grandchildren, may become painful challenges. A safer alternative? Try seated leg extensions with light weights, stopping well short of fully extending your knee. Work in controlled movements with weight your body can truly handle. Have you noticed any knee discomfort after using leg press machines? That might be an important warning sign, but even this isn't the most surprising knee destroyer. The next exercise is recommended by well-meaning trainers everywhere, yet it's secretly damaging the delicate structures that keep your knees stable. Let's discover what it is. Number 5. Lunges, the ligament strainer. Walk into any fitness class, and you'll likely see people doing lunges. They're recommended everywhere as a great way to build leg strength and balance. But for seniors, they rank among the most problematic exercises for aging knees. Lunges seem simple enough. Step forward, lower your body, push back up. But look closer at what's happening to your knee joint during this movement. As you lunge forward, your knee bends while bearing most of your body weight, creating significant pressure on a joint that's already lost much of its natural cushioning. My physical therapist was shocked when I told her I was still doing deep lunges at 65, shares Barbara. She immediately showed me how the positioning was stressing my knee joint far beyond what was safe at my age. The mechanics of a lunge force your knee into a vulnerable position. Your body weight shifts onto one leg, creating tremendous pressure on a single knee joint. This stress pulls on ligaments that have grown less elastic with age and compresses cartilage that's already thinning. You might notice some initial discomfort, perhaps tightness or a dull ache after your workout. These subtle signals are your body's warning system. With every lunge, you're forcing your knees to bear an unnatural load, straining the surrounding ligaments and putting pressure on your meniscus, that crucial C-shaped cushion that keeps your knee bones from grinding together. Over time, this repeated stress can lead to inflammation, persistent pain, and deterioration of the protective tissues in your knee. Once this damage accumulates, even walking can become painful. The breaking point often comes unexpectedly, a slightly deeper lunge or minor misstep, and suddenly something gives way. A sharp pain shoots through your knee, and you feel something shift inside. This is how ligament tears and meniscus damage typically occur in seniors. And once these structures are damaged, full recovery becomes extremely challenging. Want to build the same muscles without the risk? Try split squats where your back foot is elevated on a step or bench, keeping your front knee from pushing too far forward. This targets the same muscle groups with significantly less stress on your knees. Could you try this modification in your next workout? But daily activities can be just as damaging as exercise. In fact, there's one common movement you likely do multiple times daily that could be silently destroying your knees. Let's discover what it is. Number 6, stair climbing with extra weight, the hidden knee destroyer. Climbing stairs is something most of us do without thinking twice. But for seniors, regularly navigating stairs while carrying heavy items can cause serious, cumulative damage to aging knees. I never thought twice about carrying laundry baskets or groceries up and down stairs, explains William, 76. Now my doctor tells me those years of climbing stairs with extra weight accelerated my knee arthritis by a decade. While stairs themselves aren't necessarily harmful, the mechanics place tremendous strain on aging knees, particularly when you're carrying additional weight. Each step forces your knee to support more than double your body weight. Add a heavy bag of groceries or laundry basket, and that pressure increases dramatically. At first, you might notice only mild discomfort, perhaps some soreness after carrying packages upstairs or brief tightness when descending. These minor aches are early warning signs that shouldn't be ignored. The pressure exerted during weighted stair climbing gradually erodes cartilage and strains the ligaments supporting your knees. Did you know descending stairs is actually harder on your knees than climbing up? The downward motion forces your knee joint to absorb up to 5 times your body weight with each step. Your knee must simultaneously bend and stabilize, creating a shearing force that's particularly damaging to aging joints. The cumulative effect leaves many seniors eventually avoiding stairs altogether, fearing the sharp pain that shoots through their knees with each step. This limitation isn't just physical, it impacts your independence and quality of life in profound ways. Here's a simple solution. Make multiple trips with lighter loads, or use a small backpack to distribute weight evenly while keeping your hands free for railings. Have you tried either of these approaches when carrying items on stairs? The hopeful truth: better ways to stay strong and mobile. After hearing about these 6 knee-destroying exercises, you might be wondering, is any exercise safe for me? The wonderful news is yes. There are plenty of ways to stay strong, fit, and mobile without damaging your precious knees. Your body has an amazing ability to respond to proper exercise at any age. The key is working with your body's current needs, not against them. The right movements can actually strengthen the muscles supporting your knees, potentially reducing pain and improving mobility. Swimming and water exercises top the list of knee-friendly activities. The water's buoyancy supports your body weight, eliminating impact while still providing resistance for muscle strengthening. Even something as simple as walking in waist-deep water gives you a tremendous workout without stress on your joints. Stationary cycling with proper seat height and resistance settings provides excellent cardiovascular benefits while strengthening your legs in a controlled, circular motion that's gentle on knees. Notice how different this controlled movement is from the jarring impact of running or jumping. For strength building, focus on partial range of motion exercises with light weights and more repetitions. This approach stimulates muscle growth without pushing your joints to vulnerable positions. For example, wall slides, partial squats while leaning against a wall, build leg strength while protecting your knees. Flexibility becomes increasingly important with age. Gentle stretching helps maintain the mobility of the muscles surrounding your knees, reducing pull on the joint itself. Tai Chi and certain gentle yoga poses improve balance while keeping joints mobile, both crucial for preventing falls that could cause catastrophic knee injuries. Most importantly, listen to your body's wisdom. Pain is not weakness leaving the body. It's your body's intelligent warning system telling you something isn't right. Mild muscle fatigue after exercise is normal. Sharp pain or lingering discomfort is not. Remember Margaret, who at 83 started a knee-friendly exercise program after years of knee pain. Within just 6 weeks, I could walk through the grocery store without my cart for support. I didn't need to replace my knees. I just needed to change how I was using them. Your knees have faithfully carried you through countless steps in your lifetime. They deserve your protection and care now. The choices you make today will determine whether you maintain your mobility and independence in the years ahead. Isn't it empowering to know that with a few simple changes, you can stay active, strong, and mobile while protecting your knees from unnecessary damage? Which of these safer alternatives might you try this week? If you found this information helpful, please type knees in the comments below. Your thoughts might help someone else protect their mobility too. And don't forget to subscribe for more senior health wisdom delivered straight to your feed. Thank you for caring enough about your future mobility to watch this video. Here's to many more years of pain-free movement and joyful independence.